Hello, you're watching Breakfast with Charlie State and Naga Munchetty.
Morning Live follows Breakfast on BBC One this morning. Jeanette is it's 8:40. Well, here on Breakfast, we have closely followed the story of Harry Dunn and his family's fight for justice.
It's been almost 2 years since 19-year-old Harry was killed in Northamptonshire after his motorbike collided with a car driven by a US citizen. Her name was Anne Sekulis, and she's claimed diplomatic immunity went back to the United States. Prosecutors, though, want her to face trial here in the UK for causing death by dangerous driving.
Well, Boris Johnson discussed the case with President Biden yesterday and said they were working together on the case. Well, I can honestly say that there's never a time when you're presenting this programme when I'm not amazed by people's ability to kind of talk through grief as she was then. And yeah, we will, of course, follow the campaign and see what happens next.
It's coming up to 10 minutes to 9. We need a full look at what's happening in terms of the weather. And it's a bit muggy, kind of cloudy at the moment, Matt, morning to you. But the sunshine is going to come back, isn't it, later in the weekend?
Really good hand waving today, Mike. Can I just say that? That it happened earlier, and it's just... And Mike's over there. He's over there. Matt, what I was going to say was particularly good hand waving. The moment is rather past now, hasn't it? I've ruined everything.
The compliment, Charlie. Thank you.
He can recover tomorrow. We're all back. Jazz hands. Can recover tomorrow. Oh, it's just one of those days, Charlie, where names kind of come and go.
I'm just sorry.
OK, let's change the subject, shall we? Since its launch in 2013, the television programme Gogglebox has amassed millions of fans, scooped numerous awards and inspired several spin-off programmes.
The celebrity version of the show is now back on our screens for a third series and sees many famous faces return to their sofas to cast their eye over what they're watching, basically.
Now, among them are Denise Van Outen and her partner, Eddie Boxall. Take a look. I don't know how much telly they actually watched. And that is the point of Gogglebox. Let's ask, shall we? Denise and Eddie join us now. Hello, both of you.
Morning.
Morning. OK, so did you...
Say you're watching a detective drama or something, and you must miss little bits of dialogue that mean nothing makes any sense.
Absolutely.
People are always fascinated by Gogglebox, what the setup is. So do you have a camera just kind of permanently watching? Is there a crew there? Is it just fixed? How does it work? Are you able to give away a few little secrets?
During the pandemic, since you can't watch a box set all the way through, how have you been occupying yourselves? Because, you know, the world of entertainment, I know, Denise, you've done some work. I mean, we've spoken about some of the work you've done, but it's been very, very different, hasn't it?
The big news is what's happening with the patio. I mean, I hear there's... Is it?
Keeping it all COVID safe, you do make cups of tea, don't you?
We do, yes, but we... Thank you. Yes.
Celebrity Gogglebox, of course, on 9 o'clock tonight on Channel 4.
Or you're watching BBC Breakfast, 8:59.
Let's bring you up to date with this morning's main stories. The UK is going to begin delivering COVID vaccines to the world's poorest countries in the next few weeks after committing to donate 100 million surplus doses over the next year.
The Prime Minister made the promise ahead of the G7 summit, which starts in Cornwall today. Our chief political...
Always brings some insight into it, doesn't he?
A little bit.
It is 3 minutes past 9. There is other news to bring you. Now, a British woman, you would have heard about this, who was attacked by a crocodile in a Mexican lagoon last weekend, is now out of a medically induced coma.
This is 28-year-old Melissa Laurie, who was saved by her twin sister Georgia, who fought off the reptile by repeatedly punching it in the face. Our Mexico correspondent Will Grant has the latest.
Always brings some insight into it, doesn't he?
A little bit.
It is 3 minutes past 9. Remarkable story. It's time to find out briefly what's happening in terms of where you are with the headlines. See you shortly. Good morning. It's been more than a century since Britain's largest bird of prey, the sea eagle, has been spotted on Loch Lomond near Glasgow.
But during the quiet months of lockdown, the birds returned to nest, and now with activity and football increasing around the popular spot, worries it could be scared away.
Our Scotland correspondent Lorna Gordon is there. Lorna Gordon's there.
Amazing
Loch Lomond.
bird, that is.
Beautiful,
Amazing.
7'8" wingspan. We'll be back with you tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Yes, now it's time for Morning Live with Jeanette and Gethin.